It's inevitable living at the pace that we live in with all the different kind of responsibilities that we have, and also just like the political and cultural climate is like, I feel like everyone I know now is living in this like post-election like weird exhaustion and depression, and it's like really weird right now. So for me, like I really need to like step away from my technology, but that's also like dangerous because like she gets mad when I don't like respond to emails and stuff because I'm like, I'm just having a moment. But like it's always this balance between how to make sure that you're keeping up with your responsibilities but also not like neglecting just a little bit of time for yourself. I definitely am not like an expert in that by any means, but like a meditation practice and like, you know, just waking up in the morning and like making my tea or whatever, like things like that keep me going at like a normal pace that doesn't have anything to do with the outside world is like the way that I think I stop from having like a full-blown like mental breakdown. Would you agree?
Yeah, totally. I think the relationship to technology is a major factor. It's just like we're operating in uncharted territory. I think about that all the time, like how our brains work, how we respond to things. Like who knows the effects that they have. What I do know is that we haven't operated in this fashion ever through history. So like there has to be some type of transformation that's happening in how we interact and how our brains are responding to that. So I try to like think about what time was like without having like these tiny computer TVs with us at all time and try to like check back into those moments so that like life feels a little bit more simple and pure with that, but at the same time they're very helpful objects in which we can like do work from our bed or vacation or wherever the case may be. But yeah, I think managing my relationship with technology is a huge factor in that, and then just doing like, it's like the littlest thing of just taking a minute to like, I like to go for a walk when the sun is still out.
The walk thing is like, really good.
It's something that I almost reject. Like I'll be like, I should go on a walk right now. No, it's like I know that's going to be really good for me, but no, I shouldn't do it. But like just a little, like if I just get out the door and go around the block in the middle of the day, then I end up generally going like a few more blocks, and then I feel like a brand new person, and like their whole day has a different energy to it, or like it renews its energy. So those are two things. Also, just like I love to just, if I set myself up for success, that is like taking a minute to be quiet in the morning and like just having a conversation about, it sounds so, you know, whatever, but like having a gratitude conversation with myself, whether I'm just thinking about it, writing it down, talking about it with my boyfriend, just being like, okay, like start the day with, what are we grateful for? Beautiful. Okay, like what am I excited for about this day? Like what's coming up? Just like setting yourself up for like a positive road into the day is like always really good.
It's really interesting. Like it's so hard to take time for ourselves. It's like, it's weird because I think we are living in like a self-obsessed like narcissism all the time with the internet and all of our apps and all that stuff. So like we're kind of living in like an illusion as though we are taking time for ourselves, but then it's like this with simple things like a walk, like what that rejection thing that she said is like so real. And it's funny because I have a dog, so like I'm always like, I should walk the dog, and then I'm like, I can't, like I don't have time, and it's like the same thing. And then I did it yesterday. I was like, I'm just gonna take the dog out, and then my roommate was like, it's really about taking time for yourself now, isn't it? And like his English, and I was just like, whoa, it's like so true. I just hear him like that. No, it's like so true. Like it is about the dog, but the reason why I feel like I don't have time is because I feel like I don't have time for myself, and that's like it's so simple. It's like 10 minutes. Yeah. Like nobody needs you for 10 minutes. Like nothing is gonna die if you leave your phone at home and go for a walk for 10 minutes. Like we're not the president. It's fine.
For the show, honestly, I can't tell, like there's a higher power at work for our show. Like I would say maybe we've sought out a guest
like
a handful of times. Every single person comes into our sphere. It's so miraculous. Like,
yeah.
Or it's like somebody will be like, you need to meet this person. It happens in this like organic, like community way that is otherworldly. It's really spectacular. Like, I think one of our most popular episodes was somebody that Stephanie met at the farmer's market.
Yeah, I was like, I love your product. Did you do my podcast?
And then she came on the podcast, cut to us crashing her website, and now she's opening a storefront in Atwater. Not that we had anything to do with
I like to think we
storefront, but I mean, you know, this like beautiful, like fun, lighthearted weekend conversation turned into like such an important show about the aluminum we're putting under our armpits.
And to add to that, like with the inspiration, I think that when you're engaged with what you're doing, it's just synchronistic, you know? Yeah. Your world starts to bend itself to the things that you put yourself into. So in terms of the show, like I don't really need to look for inspiration because my life is like immersed in that world, and it's like unbelievable how things appear for me and for both of us because of that. And she's like, I met this person, I went to this thing, I did this, and it's like now we're just honestly flow. Now it's about just keeping up with those things. That's the hardest part at this point, to be like remembering to make those appointments or write it down, or it can become overwhelming. To be someone who like forges their own path, like I think that's really important. It's something that I'm still learning every day how to do. It's like scary and fun and interesting and amazing, and it's all of the things, but we're not really taught that that's okay. And like I want people, if I could be an inspiration in any way, it would be to like let young people know that like that whatever they want to do, they can do, and not to look to like the world to tell them that it's okay, or to look to someone to give them permission. It's like, if you have an idea or you want to be whoever you want to be, like go do that. So like I want to be remembered for being whoever the fuck I wanted to be, and like hopefully also being a loving person along the way. I just die right now. Did it work? Really, all I want is have a baby and like move to Topanga and like write a book. That's like true life.